I wanted to talk to you about the scariest thing that my clients bring to me to talk about, and that is asking for a raise. Are you kidding? They'll say to me, because asking for a raise is really terrifying to them. They cannot think of anything that is more frightening. They're still hoping that their work is going to speak for itself. And I'm here to tell you that is hope overcoming experience, because it just does not work that way. Your work is very good for making you look good, yes, but your work does not negotiate a raise. It doesn't make the case for your promotion. So there are things you're going to have to take on yourself. What are those things you can do? Let's talk about them. Boom. First of all, don't be spooked by asking for a raise. Start by preparing. You've got to make your case. Prepare a good business case, right? A good business case explains what your accomplishments are and how those have benefited the organization. You've got to write those accomplishments down so you can see them in black and white. When I watch a client take a look at what she's put down on a piece of paper, it all starts to change for her. It makes it much easier for her to take ownership of the things that she's actually been able to do. And then you draw the line between what you've done, how it's benefited the organization, and why they should be really happy that you're on their payroll and that you're going to stick around for another year to help them out with even more accomplishments, right? So that's the first step for you. Step number 2, I want you to examine your motive, right? Understand your motivation for wanting the raise or the promotion. A lot of my clients will say to me, you know, the money is not really the most important thing. Okay, for most people, the money really isn't the most important thing, but the money is how we keep score. The money will tell you how much the organization values the contribution you're making. You wouldn't pay more for a product or a service that you were buying simply because it would make them like you more, or there would be less conflict if you paid a higher price. You're paying a very high price by not telling them what the value of your contribution is to the organization. And by the way, if they have to pay you more, they really will value your contribution more. So understand what your motive is before you start talking about asking for the raise, because this is what's going to propel you when you're in front of the people who need to know what your case is all about. Okay, and then number 3, you really do have to ask, right? You have to ask for it. You're not going to get anything you don't ask for. How are you going to make this happen? Write your script. Make your talking points out in advance. What are the things that you want to be sure you cover while you're talking to your boss, let's assume it's your boss, for that raise? And then I want you to practice that script out loud. I do a lot of role playing with my clients because rolling it around in your head is not the same as having to speak it out loud. You go on live then, and you can concentrate on the response that you're getting from your boss rather than the words that you're going to use in order to get your message across. If you don't know what you're going to say before you get in there, you're not going to figure it out once the door is closed behind you.